Thank you. Hamid Khan.
Hi, good morning. Hamid Khan with the Stop LAPD Spying Coalition. So here, as a part of a much larger surveillance apparatus that LAPD has laid out, which is an extension of and a critical part of NSA, is now this whole, which has been called snake oil gadgetry that is being used. And we're kind of looking at this, predicting this RoboCop type future that, people would know exactly where crime is going to happen. Commissioner Kim raised this issue of geographic-based variables. It's very interesting that how these variables have been working, because in essence we know what the war on drugs has done, because predictive policing is only as accurate as the information that is inputted into these databases. And we know the disparity in sentencing, we know the racial profiling, we know the inherent racism in many other policies that we face. Just looking at a couple of things, Philip Stark, who's the chair of Statistics Department of UC Berkeley, reviewed documents and evaluated things about policing, about predictive policing, and he says that I'm less than convinced. He says, first of all, the issue is, and I quote, a comparison of the same jurisdiction to itself means nothing. If you're going to do this, you're going to have a comparable city with predictive policing. You cannot just say that. Commissioner Soboroff talked about CompStat model, where Bill Bratton was talked about the champion of CompStat and reducing crimes in the 90s, while LA was going through a reduction in crimes in the 90s as well. So in a way, we're just kind of basing ourselves on this as completely, again, I'd say snake oil gadgetry, which leads to racial profiling. And again, people of color and poor communities are going to be impacted. Jeffrey Ratcliffe, who's the chair of the Temple University's Department of Criminology, says that predictive policing is not proven by a stretch, and we cannot go down that road. We have another, Ed Schmidt, who's a criminologist and a veteran police officer, and he's done a whole study of 156 cities, and they're saying there's little data at all that predictive policing works. So it is not just about, people really reaching out to you and saying that it's a waste of resources. It's about racial profiling, and we're going down this road that we're going to look back and see that this snake oil gadgetry has to stop.
Thank you, sir.